Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys. If my camera can speed up, thank you. Um, Back with more One Piece anime episode reviews because One Piece is great. One Piece is great. I've actually been, this was supposed to be the week where I catch up on a bunch of shit, but I realistically have been fucking slacking. It was Thanksgiving week. It was my birthday week on Thanksgiving Day. I really only dedicated my video. I only really dedicate video making to my freaking sports channel. So, yes, on the first Sunday back, not ideal. I'm here to talk about, I'm here to talk about One Piece, which everybody should be happy. Everybody's happy. Look, it's just been eventful stuff, eventful week. Great. Anyways, this is episode 1119, where basically we get some answers revealed, and things like that about the Nefeltari family, and the fact that I guess them and Luffy are kind of in common. And we get revealed that the Gorosei, along with Emu, have new forms, or transform state. But anyways, let's get to it. So, in the last episode, Cobra had this discussion with the five elders, and essentially, what happened was that Emu at the end of the episode showed itself before Cobra and basically is like, Lily. So basically, we get left off where we last leave off, and essentially, Cobra's just in utter shock and awe because he's like, nobody's supposed to be sitting up there. Nobody is supposed to be sitting up there. There can't be anybody sitting on the throne that basically keeps everybody in unison, all these countries in unison. And there's one person. Now he goes in to say that Emu said it must be a coincidence, but about Emu's name, and because he says it sounds familiar. And it must be a coincidence, but among the first 20 something. So the name Emu and the fact that he's like, it must be among the first 20. It sounds like Emu might have been a member of one of the original countries, one of the first 20. So we could be dealing with an immortal threat that's been living for a very long time in the One Piece world. Because Cobra's like, that name sounds familiar. What the hell is up with that? And then Emu just is like, shut the fuck up. Don't be nosy. You don't need to know anything. Now, what you do need to ask the question is about Lily. And you see, I think you left out some important information about Lily and everything. You have it to where Emu ends up talking about, the fact that it was because of Lily's fault the damn poneglyphs got out through the world. And because of that, you had a bunch of people. She did a crime that is just as big as, say, those scholars on O'Hara did, who were researching information about the Void Century. And then it's either her little mistake is almost like what the pirates are doing, trying to use the poneglyphs to look for frickin' treasure, which is the One Piece, right? And Emu basically alludes that Lily in the past, 800 years ago, released all the poneglyphs outside to the world. Now, how was she able to do this? I don't know, but we know the poneglyphs are made from the same stone that are in Wano. They were created in Wano. And we don't know what the heck happened. Maybe the world government at that point in time had all the poneglyphs. And then maybe something happened where Queen Lily saw the world. These people ain't doing something good up in here. I don't like what they're doing. And the fact that these stones here basically are a way to find out very high-tech secrets in the world, well, I can't let these people hog on to it because they might hog on to it and just keep it for themselves. So it seems like the world government, at one point, they had complete control of all the poneglyphs, including the road poneglyphs. more than likely. And then somehow she must have did something that got the poneglyphs out to the world. I don't know if maybe she had a devil fruit ability back 800 years ago, and it's like something like some sort of devil fruit ability that can put objects and spread objects around the world or something like that. Or something, or maybe she got people, maybe from Alabasta, to be like, hey, spread these blocks around the world, make sure the world government does not find out this is happening, and they don't know where these locations are at. You know? And maybe they gave it to people that are like, hey, I'm being trailed, hide this wherever you can. Now we know like one road poneglyph is up in Skypiea, and everything. You know, or we know are not road poneglyph. One poneglyph is up in Skypiea. You know, maybe somebody ended up taking them one of those to. It's just crazy with the lore that got revealed here, because it's like, it's crazy that that's the thing. And then again, Emu calls this incident like a blunder of hers, like this, like some sort of mistake that she did, you know. And it's like, damn, it's like, what the hell's going on here? So as you know, Emu's continuing on. My goodness, that game over there in Buffalo is snowing. The one thing that was quite damn interesting is, as Emu's continuing on, you have it to where the five Goras say they end up all getting into their coats, and they all just basically put this man Cobra at gunpoint. And basically Cobra's looking at this and he's like, I'm probably not gonna get the fuck out of here. And they're not gonna let me get out of here. And like Cobra even asks, like, so if I let you know, am I able to get out of here? And basically have it to like where the big mustache dude, he just talk about like, nah dude, you saw Emu, we can't let you get out of here. Because it makes sense, because they don't trust Cobra. Because they know Cobra's been asking too much questions, too much information, and clearly he's been digging into a lot of information that probably should not be getting out. And the fact is, we don't want this guy to basically go out there, leave this chamber, and basically say he saw somebody. It's not like we're going to tell this guy, like, okay, buddy, you know, we'll let you go free, even though you saw all this stuff and you saw Emu. Just keep your damn mouth shut. We'll make sure we watch you clearly. Because we know, and they know Cobra's not going to probably be quiet about this. They know, they definitely know, like, okay, he's probably going to do something about this. And he's going to let other people know. And with the fact that he's coming from the Nefeltari family, and it seems like the world government is not so, or Emu is not so keen on the Nefeltari family because of Lily. It's like, okay, yeah, Emu is not going to have it. Emu's not going to let it get out like, I'm letting you go free. So you have it to where Emu's like, there is one damning hypothesis about the previous thing. She said, were the poneglyphs unleashed really by mistake? Or was it planned? Again, like I just had said, like, Lily could have planned this whole thing of this whole reveal of getting the poneglyphs out there and everything. Now, Emu goes on to say, now listen, Cobra, why you have been referring to Queen Lily of the Nefeltari family as only that? Go on, say what her real name is in the letter. And Cobra essentially confirms that the full name is Nefeltari D. Lily. Now, when I read this moment in the manga, I was in absolute shock, because I'm like, oh wow, a member of the ancient kingdom, or a member of the ancient, or the member of the ancient, I guess you could say ancient world government, or the original world government from 800 years ago. One of the royal members way back then had the D tag applied to their name. Now, we still don't get an answer as to what the D clan is. I think personally the D clan has some sort of ties to the ancient to the ancient kingdom in the Void Century, and we won't ever get revealed probably what the meaning of the D stands for till probably like the Void century backstory. And holy crap, man. When that was revealed to Emu got pissed. Emu was like, D. So then this devil-like tail splits out from the ground and impales Cobra. And it's like, oh, this is probably where Cobra dies. Then, now earlier as this whole explanation is happening, we do end up seeing Sabo kind of at this one pillar listening in. After Cobra gets impaled, Sabo then comes in, launches off a fire fist to try to, and basically, you know, Sabo jumps up, and Emu is seeing this and is like, huh? And then Emu gets even pissed, like, who the fuck is that? Where did that person get the hell in here? And then Emu just transforms into this monster thing as a ace. Sabo fires off his flame fist. It takes out the Gorosei, and then he shoots another one at Emu. But then Emu transforms into this being. We don't know what it is because it's in silhouetted form. This monster. It's got big, gigantic hands and everything, and it's just a big, bulgy thing. We don't see what it looks like because it's in silhouette form. And Sabo is in utter like shock and fear about what he's seen, and he's like, "The hell is that?" Now he picks up Cobra, and he starts to run. Now, the flames start to subside, and we see the Gorosei members end up looking at him, and he's like, wait, what? And he sees this, and they all look at him, and they start to transform into certain beings. All of them start transforming into like animal-like designs because they're in silhouetted form. And again, when I was reading this in the freaking manga, I'm just like, what in the hell is this? So we get confirmation that these old dudes, Emu, can transform into some sort of being. It was absolutely, in the manga when this was revealed, it was absolutely mind-blowing. Like, everybody was losing their shit when they saw this in the manga. So if you're an anime only, I could have only imagined you were like, wait, what the fuck is going on, bruh? And Sabo's seeing this and he's like, yeah. He fires off another fire fist to try and gets them all, thinking like it's gonna take them out. And Sabo picks up Cobra and he's like, damn, I didn't think they'd be able to take it. I thought that would actually have taken them out. And essentially, that's when Cobra tells Sabo, he's like, you're Luffy's brother, aren't you? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, how do you know Luffy? He's like, he saved me because remember back in the events of the Alabasta arc. And basically goes on to say, hey, listen, man, just leave me here. You need to get out of here because you need to let Luffy and Vivi know something. And Sabo's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you have to tell Luffy and Vivi that they share the same moniker, that they share the same name, the D name. And there's shocked Sabo by this, which means not only we already know Luffy has the D clan in it. The fact that we find out here, Cobra just essentially reveals that basically every Nefeltari family passed down from Lily basically has the D clan name in their name. It's crazy. So he's Nefeltari D Cobra, and for Vivi, it's Nefeltari D Vivi. Absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And we know D members, they stand up to like crazy threats and they don't back down realistically, and they smile a lot. The same can be said when you go back to the Alabasta arc. Cobra did the same by trying to stand up against Crocodile, and even Vivi in certain situations, she stood up to Crocodile herself and other threats in the Baroque works, you know? Now we see, like, okay, she has the D clan. And it was absolutely mind-blowing. I'm like, it's funny because in my manga chapter review, I was like, they're kind of like cousins now. Realistically, even though, like, back in Alabasta, I kind of shipped Luffy and Vivi. I somewhat still do, like, legitimately. I don't think Luffy's gonna end up with anybody. Especially not like if you, I guess, saw the final manga chapter, the final epilogue manga chapter of MHA, and you, or if you've seen the leaks at least. I don't think he's gonna end up with anybody. But I always like, just because the moments they had in the Alabasta arc, it's like I kind of subtly ship them. I do think they would make a nice pairing. So that's the thing. But see, that's when Emu shoots that arrow, that the devil tail again. Sabo looks back at it and initially dodges it, but then it reverts around and impales Sabo. He drops Cobra, and basically Cobra tells him these words, and I'm gonna pull it up in the episode because I gotta pull it up here, because it's like a crazy message that he left. Also, going back to the when Sabo found out about Vivi having the D name, it refreshes his memory back to a flashback where he, Ace, and Luffy were sitting down, eating like meat at this campfire site, and basically makes the mention about the he tells him like, what's the deal with you guys having the D in your name? And they're like, and he's like, Pork is D Ace and Monkey D Luffy, and they're like, we don't know what that is. And basically, in a weird way, they kind of give him the moniker of the D, which Luffy, being Luffy, called him Sadibo, which was funny. Now, this is the message that Cobra said. He goes on to tell Sabo, like, you need to get out of here. You need to go find Vivi and Luffy, and you need to let them know this message that I'm about to say, right? And this is as Emu is like literally walking in and charging in at them, right? So he goes on to say, the poneglyphs, he goes on to say, the poneglyphs bear the flag of the Dawn, Nefeltari D Lily. That's apparently what was left over in the letter. And he basically just tells Sabo, essentially like, listen, I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you to let them know. And he basically gives himself up as Emu looks to have like eaten him and killed him. So you get that whole thing right then and there. Now, an interesting thing after the death of Cobra, you see that Wapol, out of all people, he witnessed this through a little peephole, and he's seen this, and he's like, oh my god, what the hell is this? It's crazy. The world government is hiding things that we're not supposed to know. And apparently, he chatters his teeth. They hear him, and they're like, who's there? And he's like, oh fuck, I gotta get the hell out of here. So he just runs, and we see him later. So then we catch up with our girl Vivi, and we find out she's been captured by obviously CP0. And it's basically all the members from CP9 that are now CP0. Jabra is basically talking shit on Vivi, talking about like, man, you are you're pretty reliant or defiant and everything. We'll take good care of you. Just chill. Okay. And Vivi's kind of having none of it. She's like, release me now. Like, why are you holding me captive? And they're just like, look, we were told to do this, blah, 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 blah. So you might want to chillax over there, honey. Now, she does also ask about Shirahoshi, and at least CP0, I guess, was generous to ask. Say like, oh, yeah, she's fine. You don't have to worry about Shirahoshi again. Because they make the mention like, yeah, apparently 2 people that are from Straw Hat's group were actually, you know, in Marijua, and that created a lot of havoc. Now, the reason why nobody else could do anything, or the admirals, is because Fujitora and Admiral Ryo Kogyuju were basically bickering because of the incident with the Revolutionary Army and everything, and they started fighting each other. So that's the reason why they weren't able to get to where Leo and I forgot the other guy's name. Sorry, my bad. We're doing, but they start to hear some rumbling, and next thing you know, Wapol breaks through. They're in complete shock, And Vivi seeing this, and then she gets a bright idea. So then eventually, after Wapol grows through there with the CP0 room, Jobber looks back and is like, what the fuck was that? And then he looks at the chair where Vivi was sitting at. He sees that Vivi's gone. And he's like, what? Where did she go? Damn it! We later find out that Vivi somehow snuck her way into Wapol's mouth and basically is like, hey, Wapol, where the hell are you going? And Wapol's like, what? How did you get in there? And he's just like, I don't care where I'm going. I'm getting as far away as I can from this freaking place. This place is freaking hell. And he basically, as the episode concludes, he sees his wife, and his wife's like, oh, Wapol, dear, how you doing? And then she sees that Wapol's got Vivi in his mouth. Listen, I think, first, get your mind out of the gutter, but realistically, I think a lot of people would like to have a certain body part, whether it's ass or boobs, of Vivi in their mouths. You know that Luffy meme where, you know, that Luffy little edited meme thing of that manga chapter where freaking it's him his mouth all stretched out and it's actually biting down on like Nami's boob or something like that. That's what some One Piece fans would love to do to Vivi. They either like to be biting Vivi's booty, or they'd probably like to be biting or sucking on Vivi's boobs. Because, you know, anime fans, they sometimes... Listen, I'm just gonna say this. I like Vivi. She's one of my favorite One Piece girls. She's top 5 for me. I'm just saying, anime fans, they would love to be doing to Vivi what Wapol has. They would love to have Vivi in their mouth in some sort of way. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay? But I found that hilarious because she's like, he's gone running off with another woman. And I'm just like, yes, your husband cheated on you for obviously a better woman. Plain and simple. But that explains why Vivi and Wapol at some point end up going up to Morrigan's, and that's why they were together the entire time, because Vivi used Wapol to escape from CP0's clutches, and at some point we're probably going to get revealed of how they end up getting to Morrigan's. So there you go. But solid episode, crazy episode and everything and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, and hit that subscribe button if you want to get more One Piece content or any other anime content I upload to the channel and things like that. But till then, guys, stay safe out there. Hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving day. In terms of things on the channel, I'm gonna try to upload certain reviews and stuff that I missed out on the channel. I think I was planning on doing it, maybe at least having the video pre-recorded, and then when the chapter ended up going live or releasing, then I would have uploaded it to YouTube. But you know, and what I'm referring to is the My Hero Academia final volume chapter or whatever, the epilogue, the 38-page epilogue that completely ends off the story for good. And you know, I know it's been a lot of talk in the anime community and things like that. It's been all over my TL seeing this, and I cannot wait to give you guys my thoughts on that, because I was very pleased and very happy with how the story ended, as opposed to like a certain fan base, if you know what I mean, if you know the context of what I'm referring to when it comes to MHA. I was gonna maybe do a pre-recorded, but then like the person who like basically on Twitter like posted like the chapter pages with the translations, those images ended up getting taken down on Twitter. So I'm gonna have to wait, and I can't find it anywhere else on social media because I guess people didn't screenshot it and just upload it to websites or stuff like that. So essentially it's seeing, you know, basically I'm gonna have to wait till it releases on December 4th in like 3 days, and then I'll do a review on that when that comes out, because man, that was a pretty great chapter. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Look forward to that video, and I'll look forward to other stuff that I review to the channel. But other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. Catch you guys later. Till then, guys, peace.